are your thoughts on events here at Wrexham?
I would say that we conceded too many crosses. We knew what they were all about today in terms of how they split your back line pretty hard. But and our idea was to get out those crosses and really nullify them, and to concede 4 goals from crosses today when we worked on it. Defending down our left-hand side in the first half was nowhere near good enough. It was almost passive to stop crosses, and that's not what we wanted. Obviously, I had a bit of constraint there, and I had to play, Liam, who's not really a left back, and Blood Nesta in from half time onwards. Couldn't start him because he hasn't had the game time to start. So that was a bit of constraint to start with, but he came on second half and did stop crosses. But overall, I felt that, and us losing so many duels over the pitch, I would say we were too soft to play against today. Way too soft.
You're a side that's Jon Brady's side is a very competitive and determined side. Why were you losing duels all over the pitch today? What was the reason for that, do you think?
Because they were aggressive.
And you weren't aggressive enough?
I feel that they were aggressive, and we were. It's just disappointing to see, and like I said, my whole time here, I don't feel that we've been that easy to roll over, and I feel look, make no bones about it, they're a really good side, really good outfit. They've got top strikers, top players all over the pitch, but we're in the game at 2-1, and all right, we pass the ball and give it away. But we have just before that, we have a great chance from Tyler, and they tip it round the corner. The keeper makes a great save and tip it round the post. And we could go 2-2, and we're pushing. We're creating chances, but we're too soft at the moment to play against. It's too easy to score against us. And look, I'll take full responsibility. I've got to get that right. We've got time now in the break, and we've got to make sure we do. But again, the difference at a level is the ability up front. They're so aggressive on crosses, and they take 2 off and put 2 on. They're top quality.
And they're top quality players, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's the difference. I keep saying the difference on the front lines this year is just incredible. One thing I would say, Tom for 60 minutes, and obviously we've got to try and bleed him in and get him back fit, and I didn't want to break him at 3-1. It was the right time to get him off, but I didn't want to bring him off because he was excellent. Unfortunately, I think Mortz has had a serious injury there. I heard a big crack on his knee, so it was he was in tears, bless him.
Oh, that's a terrible blow. You're not getting the breaks at the moment with the injuries. You lost Mbete on Tuesday, you've lost Morton again today. It doesn't help, but I'm sure you wouldn't want to paper over the defensive frailties today. You talked about the crosses causing the goals. It's an obvious thing to ask you, but should those crosses have been cut out, and where do you put the blame for them not being so?
I just didn't. Look, I'm not going to name and blame players. It's me first and foremost to look at it, and but 3 crosses down that left-hand side that we're too passive. We stand way too far off the ball and dangle a leg. You've got to be aggressive, and then the second goal, we lose a duel in the middle of the pitch. We're a favourite to get the ball, and we're just so soft on it, and Liam gets just pushed over. But even the third goal, if you watch the third goal back, the disappointing thing, Jack Baldwin's about to head the ball, but it's 2 hands in his back, and he's just shoved over, and the guy heads it in. Frustrating, but there you go. If they're doing it, we've got to jump on board and be aggressive as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry to labour the point, but is it now a question of you getting into the players and saying you need to up your aggression levels and be a bit more on the front foot?
Look, it's not getting in. It's work off the ball as well, and making sure we're working back, because we're going forward, we're good. We're creating chances. We've created as many chances as them today. You know, we're getting in the final third, getting into the penalty area. We're breaking their back line, but unfortunately, we're too soft the other way.
Yeah, I mean, Sam asking you to put your mortgage on it to make it 4-2. Would he been fed in by Morton later on, wouldn't you?
Oh, look, there's a chance there. There's definitely a penalty on Tyler there. They tip it round the corner at 2-1, and we could go 2-2. You know, we have various other chances. You know, and one thing we didn't do is we didn't sit and try and soak up pressure. We actually went at them and tried to win the game. But unfortunately, on the other side, it's leaving us quite open.
Yeah, sure thing. As you say, John, you've got a couple of weeks now before you play another league game, so a chance to reset and have a good old chat with the players. I understand there was a bit of a discussion, as there would be, post-match in the dressing room, a few truths told.
Oh, win, lose or draw, there's always discussions, you know, and it's healthy. You've got to talk and communicate, and we're just got to make sure that we put this right. And you know, the next league game is Orient, and you look at that straight away, and it's going to be that's a huge game.
It is a huge game. You mentioned Callum Morton. I'm sure everybody listening to this broadcast will send him their best wishes and hope he's fit again fairly soon. You lost Aaron McGowan in the first half as well. You raise your eyebrows when I say that. You're having no luck, as I said, with injuries. What's the latest on him? What's the situation there?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. He just said he was feeling his calf. I don't know, but it's infuriating at the moment because you're trying to take steps forward and just players are breaking down all the time at the moment. So yeah, it's infuriating.
He presumably told you he could carry on, and that's why you didn't call him off before. He appeared to be suffering a little bit before then.
And that was the problem. For the second goal, he's told me he's okay, and he couldn't get back in, and he's not there for the cross at the back stick.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on then, John, you've got Notts County on Tuesday in the League Trophy. I'm sure you will make changes for that contest. But a chance now to regroup. You've got through the first stage of the season. A chance to reconsider things and hopefully get the Cobbers back on track when they play that really big game against Orient.
Look, everyone will see, Tim, that how strong this league is this year, and the quality of sides of just, you see today, they've upped to a different level. It is a different level, and our job, and not to be negative about it, is to stay above that red line. To do it 2 seasons in a row at Northampton has not really happened before. I've survived longer than most other managers, but look, all I know is I absolutely give it every single thing I've got, and I want my players to reflect that. And I'm not suggesting they don't, because against Bolton our stats were unbelievable. All right, we went toe to toe with them, but in the end our high line done us. But we give it, and the players are giving it everything they got. But the level is upped, and we're just got to make sure that we keep grinding away, don't lose faith, and keep working hard, and we'll get it right.
Just a quickie, going back to the goals you conceded. Right, we'll come to him in a second. We'll come to the last question, John. I'm going to be blunt about this. Lee Burge, were you hoping he'd come for more crosses today?
No, I don't put any blame on him there. It's stopping at its source first and foremost, and they're not floated crosses, they are whipped with pace, and players are aggressive and attacking those crosses. So no way am I, no chance, not on Burgee, and please don't suggest it, definitely not.
Okay, thanks for your time, John.